Hello everyone, today we'll be discussing Brigett, or however you want to pronounce her name, Leon, who is in the lore Reinhardt's niece and Torbjorn's daughter. She's the eldest of his, I think it's 8 or 6 kids. I don't know. He's been a busy man. But anyways, she's a support front end support unit, and we'll get into uh, just basically the spec sheet that she has, how I believe she'll fit into the meta if she even belongs there, and how enjoyable she is to play, really. So going down just the bucket list of what she's got, her health is 250, 50 of which is armor. Her main weapon is her rocket flail. It deals 35 damage and has a splash damage range. It seems like you could be a few degrees to the left or right, and it will still gravitate towards that enemy and hit them. So you don't have to be right on. Your crosshairs don't really matter. It has a 5 meter range, and as long as you're holding down your left click, it deals damage every 5.5 seconds. Her E is her main recovery ability to heal units. It gives back 150 health, up to the hero's max health. And once you hit that, whatever remaining health that she would have given you is converted in a 2-to-1 ratio into armor. So obviously, if you're at full health, she can give you potentially 75 armor in addition to it. Her shift is her long distance attack. It has a 20-meter range and deals 70 damage and has a 4-second cooldown. Her shield is 600 health and is a small area, mainly for her, or if she's protecting retreating allies. Her shield smash ability, which is her alternate ability, obviously, when she has her shield up, deals 50 damage, has a range of 8 meters, and stuns enemies for 1.5 seconds, and has a 5-second cooldown. Her Q is her rally, and it gives a maximum of 300 armor over a duration of 10 seconds. Keep in mind, you have to be within her range of that for the entire 10 seconds if you want to gain the entire 300 armor. And it's permanent armor for as long as you don't take damage, which is never going to happen. And as long as that you're alive. After that, obviously your armor resets back to normal. And her passive ability, which is by far I think one of her best abilities, allows you to give allies 80 health over 5 seconds for every flail hit she gets on an enemy. So basically, as long as she's dealing damage, she's healing her nearby allies within an 8-meter range for 16 health per second, which is a pretty decent passive. All those abilities put into place, her overall healing per second is 25 health per second using her E, and that's on an individual, and 41 health per second on that individual if they're within her range when she's constantly attacking. And obviously 16 health per second for all nearby allies as long as she's attacking. Her damage per second, this is using her shield smash being her slowest ability as the reset for this, and then using her alternative flail and her flail tech, keeping in mind that she's attacking every 0.5 seconds, has a maximum damage output of 80 damage per second. And that obviously will dictate depending on if she has to heal people or if she has to back up or if somebody's killing her and she has to put her shield up. But maximum 80 damage per second, which is pretty good. I played a little bit of her, got a couple rounds in. I really enjoy her. I think she does a lot for the team, especially for the front end people who need the additional health and need somebody to also be dealing damage at the same time. It was actually kind of interesting. The first time I played with her, I was on Lunar Colony, that Winston's from, and we were at the second objective, and like nobody was dying. And yeah, I had a secondary support unit, but literally nobody was dying who was nearby me. I'm like, why is this happening? And I've been taking a lot of damage and not dying either, and I didn't realize how good her passive was. It's only 16 health per second, but like that just stacking over time when you have lots of enemies coming, you're focusing them down is really good. Uh, Definitely don't want her to be the only healer there because her general healing output per person is not that good. So you want to make sure you have another support unit to help out just in case, if you're playing competitively, people are going to single out units to make sure they die, and you need somebody to be able to help with that. As for that, I do think that she's a good front end unit. I do think that she's a good support unit, and could stay in the front. I think she's mainly good if you're playing in objectives that you have to capture the objective, like King of the Hill, or if you're trying to go objective to objective. I think that's good. But if you're trying to move the payload or something like that, I think she loses out a little bit on her potency because not all the enemies will be together. They can be more spread out. She won't be dealing as much damage, and when she is, there may not be your allies nearby to heal, and that's just from what I got when I was in the London map. But yeah, I think she's good. It's just more situational, but I think she's very balanced. I do think that she'll do well, and the meta depending on which map you're in. I hope this was helpful to you guys. If you guys have any other questions or want to know anything else, want any more videos regarding any other heroes that you think that would benefit from me giving a spec sheet rundown for them, just let me know. My name is Lukane, and thank you for coming in, everybody. If you like this video, please subscribe, share, and like this video. Every little bit helps. Thank you guys, and have a great day.